This is what happens when you try to joke with Jamaicans, especially if you are trying to intimidate them or you are trying to be a racist in Jamaica. This is what happens.
Look at it now. Look at it now. Should have got that one.
So disclaimer, I'm not saying the activity that occurred in this video is good or that it should be applauded, but I will say I understand. In Port Antonio, Jamaica, this hotel was burnt to the ground because the owners of the hotel basically put a policy saying that no Jamaicans could stay there. Only Chinese and Caucasian guests were allowed to stay and utilize the private beach. Now, it should be clarified that the owners of the hotel are not Jamaican themselves and are believed, I don't know for sure, but are believed to be Chinese investors from, China. Anyways, here's the video. Now, I'm not saying what they did was correct, but if you know Jamaicans, they do not take ish like that. So what do y'all think? Were they right or wrong? Also, it should be noted that not a single person was hurt or injured in this incident to my knowledge. If someone has other knowledge, feel free to put it down in the comments. Anyways, follow for more. Appreciate you.
Hey guys, so I posted a video last week talking about, the Jamaicans burned this racist hotel down because they did not want any black people to checked into their hotel. So it happened in Port Antonio, Jamaica, and the people who did it was some Caucasian and some Chinese. So they built an hotel, and also they sectioned a piece of the private beach and said that they did not want any black people to be included. So they just kind of like, yep, we're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna section off a piece of the beach, and we're gonna just build an hotel. We're gonna use these black people to help us build the hotel, and then we're gonna say they're not included. Oh yeah, so the Jamaican was like, we're not having it, so we're gonna burn it down. And that's exactly what happened. So I do have a video of the fire, and I also want to let you guys know it happened in Port Antonio. I know most of you guys have questions. I can't answer all of you guys at once, so please bear with me. I'll try my very best to kind of,
I think what they did, the Jamaicans did, was something that is very, very correct, and somehow people were trying to be against it, but I think that was the right time, like the right thing. Like, you can't come to someone's country, you open businesses, you open other various businesses to support your own businesses. Then you don't allow the Jamaicans, same people in their same land, in the same country. You don't allow them to shop in your country. This is the same thing that happened in South Africa, and I'm just wondering why does this thing keeps on happening? Like, you will ship on your goods from other countries or from your own country, only to come and be a racist in a country which you have been allowed to open a business by the same government. You think that's the right thing? This is not the right thing. And I'm very, very happy that it is something that people are currently opening eyes, that it is not a right thing. Racism is not a right thing. Racism is something that it is for. Let's leave it for our colonizers. Please, if you are someone who wants to open a business, especially I'm talking to the Asians, because the Latinos and the Asians have been found to be the most racist people amongst the black people. Now, what happens in that country, Jamaica? Those people open their shop, big shops actually, and the moment they open those shops, they never allow the Jamaicans to shop in those country in that shop. They were only allowing the specific people to shop in that country, and that's why the Jamaicans came and burned it down, so that they found someone else they can do their businesses. Guys, do you think this was the right thing? Now, in many scenarios, you'll find that racism is something that is really happening in many perspectives. Like, that is one of them, that you won't be allowed to shop in their shops. You won't be allowed to even enter, especially if you are a black person. You won't be allowed to shop in those those markets or shop or the supermarkets. Now, another way that they will intimidate you, or they will make you, or they will create an environment for racism, is when they start selling expired goods. And expired goods include even the medicine. They will also try to sell low quality products to some of the those members in that country, like in Kenya, like in South Africa. Now, in South Africa, there are several shops which are opened by the Chinese, and in these Chinese shops you will find that majority of the goods which are being sold there are either outdated or they are of low quality, and these of low quality are only sold to some of the to the specific people, and these specific people, to be very very specific, are the black people. The same way they also try to sell cheap or low quality products to the black people, and then the high quality product are being sold to other race, that is the white or the other race. Now, when you come to Kenya, it also happened. Now, if you find that you'll find that a lot of Africans or a lot of the black people are always welcoming, and to mean that welcoming means that they're always happy to see other race in their country, like the white people, the Asians in their country. The same way, I also expect the Asians or the white or the Europeans to be very very happy when they see Africans in their country. So this is something that is opposite, that they will come to your country, they try to intimidate you, they try to make you feel like you are not a human being. You are not a human being. That is something that has always happened. Now it is it is us who need to start this by going against what these people have always wanted to be done. Like, we have always said that racism is something that is bad, and it is a cancer killer. It is a cancer cell to humanity, and it is something that is trying to destroy the individuality and the black communities. Now, guys, we need to be very very careful of these people who are always wrong to their fellow human beings. Like, we have always talked about the interracial marriages, which is okay. Why is it when it comes to interracial marriages you are okay with it, but when it comes to businesses you are not okay with it? We as Africans, we as black communities, I'm talking on behalf of the black communities. And do you think this was the right thing they did to these Asians and the white people who opened large shops so that they can trade within themselves? Do you think the Jamaicans did the right thing? And this is the first time I'm seeing that unity is power. Unity is what? Is power. Guys, I didn't have much to talk about in this video. Actually, I was just perusing and I saw that this video was very interesting, that it is something that has always happened in many African countries. Like, you'll find that there are some of the people who feel that they are more special than us, that they feel they have the greener blood, or they feel that they have the special air they are breathing. They come to your country, open big shops, then they intimidate their fellow people. Like, even I always talk about South Africa, because I have seen that a lot of shops which are open in South Africa, it is all about the Chinese, and these Chinese are doing this blah 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 blah. And yes, when you even come to Kenya, the Chinese did it blah 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 blah. Yeah, so not only the Chinese are doing this, but also the Asians. Like, I'm not trying to be specific, like the Chinese have always been doing this, that there are no good Chinese. No, I'm trying to say that in some of the videos which I saw, a lot of the Chinese are the people who are trying to practice such acts. And when you come to Uganda, the same thing, and other African at large, you will find that this is something that has always happened. Now, I talked about the selling of expired goods or drugs and also the selling of low quality products, and to mean that these low quality products are only sold to Africans or to the black community because they feel that these things are cheap. And you know that low quality products are these things that don't last long. At the same time, you'll find that maybe these goods may be of high cost or maybe of medium cost. So you'll find that people are only, these things are only for disposal. Again, when you come to Africa, you'll find that Africa has always been a disposal place. Like the end products or the byproducts are always disposed in Africa. Maybe one day we'll talk about this topic here in my channel. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Golden Boy, and see you in another episode.